Hi, I'm Amy from the Owensville Branch Library. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make decorative bows. Bows add an element of decoration to a variety of craft projects. You can add them to floral arrangements, gift packages, or other craft items. So here are the supplies that we have to get started with our bows. The first one we're going to do is a basic bow. This one's very easy with a 5/8 inch ribbon that we're going to use. So this one, you want to give yourself a nice length and you want to leave tails for the ribbon. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make 2 loops. So this is sort of like tying shoes or bunny loops, bunny ears. So we're going to cross these and just simply tie a bow like this. Now what we're going to do is we're of course going to adjust the size. So I want those loops a little bit smaller, so I'm going to tug on the edges to make that a little smaller. We're going to pull it again to make that center tighter, and we're going to adjust it as needed. And then I'll show you how this looks on a package as well. So we'll just take our scissors, cut at an angle, get some tape, and I'll show you how this looks on a box. So this is our first bow. Just very simple. Like I said, just like tying shoes. The next bow that we're going to do is with a 1.5 inch wire edged ribbon. Now this one is going to be a round bow. It'll be probably about this big. It will not have any tails. So we're going to give ourselves a nice length of ribbon and we're going to hold it, just hold on to it so we can make our loops. So this bow, that's about how big around I want it. So all we need to do now is loop this around probably about 6 or 8 times. So I'm just going to keep looping this around. And when I'm done with that, I already have a pre-cut piece of floral wire, but you can feel free to use a chenille stem. You can use a baggy twist tie, whatever you have at home that is convenient. So I'm going to do this a couple more times. And when I'm done, I'm going to cut the ribbon. And then I'm also going to give myself a little cut at the center, just angled up a little on both sides, just so this will help with the wire. So now I have that cut. I'm going to take this wire, and you can see on the other side, I'm just going to twist this around nice and tight to hold all of that together. And the excess, I'll take wire cutters and trim that off. And then what you want to do is just simply pull these out, pull each of these pieces of ribbon, and this will take a minute because I'm going to shape this into a bow that I like. So we're going to fluff this up, make it into a nice circle. So once I kind of have it into a circle shape, now what I want to do is actually take these and manipulate these to where I have a nice round fluffed up piece of ribbon. And when we do this all the way around, we'll end up with a nice bow. So give me just a minute to get this done. And any size ribbon can do. You can also use a 2 inch, but it is important to have the wire edged because that's what helps it hold its shape. And even if it gets smushed, if you're using this on a craft project, you can always fluff it up when you take it back out. So if you have a seasonal project that you're doing and you store it and then take it back out the next season, you can always fluff that ribbon right back up. So I'm almost done here. Give me just a moment. So I'm going to get another piece of tape and I'm going to stick it to this package so you can kind of see what this looks like and get an idea of the size. And again, you can feel free to manipulate that as much as you want to get the desired look for your ribbon. So there's that one. The next one that we're going to do, this one is going to be a larger ribbon. So we're probably going to use most of a standard roll of a 2.5 inch by 9 foot wire edged ribbon. So what I want to show you with this one, we're going to do like we did the last time. We're going to hold on to it, but we're going to make a small loop this time because this loop is now going to be the center of my bow. So when I'm done, I'm going to have ribbons out this way and ribbons along the other side. And I'll show you how to do that. So I start like this. So I have my loop. And what I want to do, I want to add a twist. Now it's not so important with this one because you can't quite tell. But if this were a ribbon that had a pattern on one side, you would want to do this little loop here and this little twist so that your design of the ribbon would be on top, on the front of your bow. So I'm going to make a loop, and then each time I come back to the middle, I'm going to twist the ribbon again. And it's okay if these are flat because we're going to fluff them up when we're done. So I'm going to make about the same size, but then each time I like to go a little bit bigger for each bow. So I'll do 2 or 3 of these, twisting at the back, making that a little bigger. So I'll do 3. So I have my 3 loops, and I'm going to hold on to it with both hands because I need my scissors now. So once I have this, I'm going to take my scissors and cut that. And what I have left will be a small tail. You can also leave your tail at the beginning, or you can add it at the end, whichever you prefer. So again, I have a piece of floral wire that I'm going to stick through the center. And I'm going to hold on to it with my thumb that's inside of this loop. And then I'm going to manipulate again to get this wire around to the back. And I'm going to pinch this center pretty tight so that I can twist this floral wire and secure this tightly. So once I get that done, you can see I have the makings of a bow here. I still have my center. And I'm going to fluff up each of these edges, and you can make this as big as you like. I stopped at 3 just to save myself a little bit of a tail for the ribbon. But if you have enough ribbon, you can keep going and you can do this 5 times, 6 times. I will say that I am a fan of the rule of 3 or the rule of odd numbers. So it's better to have 3 or 5 loops per side. You can make this big enough and spread these out more to where this bow is a little fuller and a little bigger. So we'll do that. Now I have a little bit of a tail left, so I'm just going to pinch this in the center, and I'm going to feed it through the center. And I'm going to wrap it around. And I'm just going to secure that just with the wire that is on the ribbon and give myself a small tail here. And then we'll secure it to the box as well so you can see how this looks. And again, if you have more ribbon, you can make that tail as long as you like. I have kind of a short one there. So I'm going to secure these bows And that is how the three of them look.